be ready to play because you never know when your name or number will be called.
Like, how are you trying to balance, creating a physical mindset in practice versus, not getting guys too banged up?
Well, again, I don't, I never practiced that way. I never coached that way. Um, I mean, you got to work in practice. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get better as a ball club. And you just got to hope and pray that no one gets hurt. Injuries are part of the game. I get it, but I can't use that as an excuse or slack off in terms of how I was taught how to play and how I push guys to play at a high level. I can't do that.
How are the guys now that were out, for Hysteria that didn't take part, or Lander and Cop and those guys? Are they okay now? Or are they?
Yeah, they're working their way back. Again, you got some nagging injuries and I get it, but at the end of the day, I know it's early, but we got a scrimmage game here a week from Sunday, so I want to make sure that this team is competitive and ready to play.
Coach, you talked about the importance of history and tradition, just how important not only for you with that moment with Isaiah Thomas, who's your hysteria, but for your players to see as well.
No, I mean it's very nice for our players to see something of that magnitude. I mean, Isaiah and I only played 1 year together. We won a gold medal together and a Big Ten title together, but um, it don't get any better than Isaiah in terms of his career, what he's done in college basketball and in the NBA. Um, but I think for our young players to see ex-players come by, like yesterday we had Jared Jeffries and Scott May stuck his head and John Laskowski. They were all in the gym yesterday. And these young players, they need to see that because, again, those banners are hanging there for a reason. A lot of the players that put those banners up at the Raptors had a hell of a career at Indiana University and went on to play some NBA basketball as well. So for our young group, it's nice that they come around and be a part of it.
What have you had Trace doing this offseason to improve his perimeter shooting?
Telling him he's got to shoot it. I mean, he's shooting some in our scrimmages. He's making a few. But again, it's got to be a carryover into the ball game. He's using his right hand. He's made. Hell, I had him last week shoot a three to tie the game, and he made it. So I mean, it's a start. I like I told you when I made the commitment to sit him down and to get him to make the commitment to stay. I didn't show him anything from a basketball standpoint that he did well. I showed him all the shit he couldn't do, and he's been working on that. He's come to the gym early. He's leaving late. He's putting in the time, and I can't help but think that's going to help him in the long run as well as us as a team.
Coach, in the Bahamas, you guys picked up and guarded full court a little bit. Is that going to be part of your identity? And just more generally, how well do you think this team can guard on the ball with Robin and Zayden?
Well, again, I think it starts on the ball. I think we got guards that are capable of getting up the floor and picking up. I'm not, trying to steal. I'm just trying to add valuable pressure early and take time off the clock and make guys work to bring the ball up. And I thought that was a bonus for us in the Bahamas because Christian can do it, Xavier, Tamar, Rob, guys like that, they can get up the floor and pressure a little bit. So we're going to stay with it because I think, it gets us started early from a defensive standpoint, and hopefully it will be a carryover with the other four guys that are playing behind me.
Follow up on the point guard. What makes Indiana successful at the end of the year? What are you looking out of your point guards, specifically on offense? That competition. What do you want out of your point guards that'll make this team better?
Well, the point guard position, I've always said, is the toughest position on the floor because from a coaching standpoint, we ask them to do a lot. And I'm demanding when it come to that. So I expect them to run our ball. I expect them to defend, get the ball where it's got to go. Uh, you know, point guard takes a lot of crap, man, from his teammates because somebody might be open and that guy might miss him. So I'm expecting a lot out of all three of them. Don't know who's going to start, who's going to get all the minutes, but they got to be ready to play with Carter.
What do you look at as the biggest challenges with this team? What do you see as the positives coming
What
in?
are the biggest challenges? What are the biggest
Well, I
positives?
think the biggest challenge is getting them all on the same page to understand what I'm about and my staff on both ends of the floor. Um, that's always a challenge for any coach. Um, I've always believed if you can get players to play at a high level and believe in your system and what you do, you'll win your fair share of games. And that's where we're trying to get this to. Again, I thought the Bahamas was a nice step in the right direction. And we went through 2 months of work prior to going to the Bahamas. And again, yes, you want to win, but I was more interested to see if these players could carry over some of the things we taught them over the 2 months. And they did. So I walked away from that trip feeling pretty good, but still knowing that there's a lot of work that's got to be done.
With Michael Stewart sort of kind of like assistant coach, do you anticipate him being able to play to start the season?
Yes, he will play.
Asking about
And
an
again,
injury.
he'll be a great addition to Trace and Race and Big Logan in terms of pushing practice. I thought early on, he made Trace really have to work, when he caught the ball down low. And you need that because the Big Ten, as we navigate through the Big Ten, you got a lot of big bodies on all these teams. And we got to have big bodies to be able to match some of these big time players.
It really makes you have to where you feel like you know for sure about your time after their time together. And what's still something of a mystery?
That they played hard. They're doing everything that we've asked them to do. But like I always say with young players, and Knight used to say it, hey, because you think you play hard, there's always another level of playing hard. And when you finally peak out to the next level of playing hard, the game becomes a lot easier for you. But we're not there yet. And, I like the energy and effort that they've given us, but there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Mike, you brought some IU alums, some of your former teammates through to be around these guys. Is there a common message that everybody seems to be sharing with your team about the IU experience, about being a part of this program?
Well, again, IU basketball will never go away. It's one of the biggest things here in the state of Indiana. And for these young guys to understand that, there's a reason why there's 22 Big Ten titles in that arena, 5 national titles across the board. They got to understand that this school is rich in tradition in terms of basketball. And if you look at it in any other light, then you're missing the boat and you probably shouldn't be wearing an Indiana uniform.
Mike, what obviously, there's an allure there, but what are some of the things you had to think about when deciding whether or not you wanted to coach college, and, whether you wanted to return to that after not having been in college for so long?
Well, again, I've spent 34 years of my life in the NBA, and I practically have seen it all in the NBA level of play in terms of winning the title in Detroit and being on teams that couldn't win. So it's been a roller coaster ride in that regard. But when this job opened, it was a no-brainer for me because I would never accept another. I would never have pursued any other college job in basketball. I just would never do that. I was happy and content in the NBA where I spent 34 years of my life. But this is a very unique job. And and I know the dynamics of this job because I played there and I've watched it over the years, and that speaks volume, I think. So
Yeah,
when the
Ben and I
job
got a
opened,
chance to talk. I've always been a big fan of his. You know, obviously, he played at
I
Western, so
I made it clear that I wanted to come back home.
he did a great job as an
Now,
assistant.
some things had to happen in between.
I knew that
With
he did a
Scott
great job there.
making the trip to Dawson, making the trip to New York to sit
I
and
had a
talk
chance to
with
visit
me,
with him a little bit this summer.
and
I felt like
gave me an
similar
opportunity to
situations
give my
where both
pitching
guys
spiel on
come into the league
why I
with no
think
head
I should
coaching
be the head coach. And
were Power 5
a
assistants.
week or so later, he was offering me the job. So
Okay, welcome to
here I
the
am.
big boys.
You said it's a unique job. Is it a unique time? Because it has opened 3 or 4 other times since Coach Knight. Were you interested then, or were you, was there something about this circumstance that made it more appealing now?
Well, again, I was the other times, I was always tied up with the head coaching job. There was one other time when they hired Archie that it opened, and I just didn't like the way the process was going when they wanted to talk with me. I kind of walked away from it. And this time, I thought the way they handled it was very professional and sincere. And I think when you're coaching at any level, you want to be wanted. And they made it clear that they did want me. And I wanted to come back. So here I am.
You may have just answered the question, but when you talk to Scott,
Yeah, for us, I just didn't want it to be a quick fix.
When you
No,
went through
you
him that
never
day,
look
did
at
you
it.
think
I've
you had the
interviewed
job?
for so many other jobs in the past in the NBA. And some I got, some I didn't get. So, I never walked away thinking that, hey, this is my job. You read all the stories in the paper, which again, I don't buy a lot. I've dealt with the media a long time in my career. Some things that the media say, and that's no knock against you guys, it's just not true. It's on history. And hey, there were rumors and things swirling around this job, and my name was mentioned here and there, and there were a lot of other coaches that were mentioned as well. But I felt good about my interview. I do know that. And I felt good about what I thought I could offer to this university, this program. And it worked out in my favor.
Two or three guys who maybe, Western guys who didn't play a lot in the past. Do you think maybe could
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Who are 2 or 3 guys that might get more playing time?
not the big guys. The guys who
Well, I think Anthony, Galloway, Geronimo,
Yeah, how's it going, man?
those guys are starting to improve. And again, I'm going to need everybody that's in a uniform to be ready to play. We don't have a team where we have 3 or 4 superstars.
Yeah, what I've noticed, and I think it's going to carry over.
One dominant player in Trace,
I think students in general.
and we got a bunch of supporting cats. And that supporting cats all got to be ready to play when called.
We couldn't go to the events. We couldn't go out. We couldn't go. So
with the
I've
importance that you
noticed
place
this,
on
which
the
makes me
three-point
excited.
shot, is
The
there a
energy,
certain
not only
number
in
of
football games,
shooters
but
that
soccer
you
games,
have to have on the floor at a point in
I
time?
think it's going to carry over.
3-point shooters, three, or
I
how
think
do you think about that?
Well, I'm spoiled in that regard. When I was with the Knicks,
a level of play. I've
you
always
couldn't
said
double
if
team
you show
anywhere
a
on
good
the
product,
floor
they'll come
because I
out.
had shooters all over
So
the
I'm hoping
place.
early in the season,
No,
we
our
can show
team
that
is
we're
not
going to
at
be a
that
team
point
that's
right
fun to
now.
watch, fun to cheer for. Because we need
Any
that.
college team
Because
can
everywhere
build
you
a
go in
team
this
when you
league,
got
to me, I
4
think
out of the 5
4
guys
is
that
4,
can
6,
make
8
the
points
long
a game.
ball work. Then
You
you
have that
become really
environment that can
dangerous.
help you
But we're not
pull
at
out
that
some of
point.
those tough games. So it's something I'm looking forward to.
If your center's not ready to shoot, the other four, other three on the court, always making sure you've got the right three on you.
Yeah, you got to make sure you got shooters on the floor. And I'm trying to instill in all of my guys.
I think once this year, but I could be wrong.
It's okay to shoot.
We played there many a times.
Rob is reluctant to shoot. So I got to basically cuss him out to shoot the ball.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be a little
I
strange.
want you to shoot the ball.
When you
It's
recruit
okay.
somebody for 2 years and then you coach them for 3.
But we're getting there. We're working.
There's a relationship there.
That way.
We have a great relationship.
You get used to that kind of being your guy, which always feel a sense of that. But to see him put on that jersey, I'll wish him the best.
Asking about
Obviously, other than the
experience in Atlanta.
we're going to want to win. But I want him to do well. But I'm sure it'll be kind of a weird
I think the biggest
feeling
thing is,
to turn on the
again,
game and see him in that different
the
uniform,
level of how
because
hard
I'm just
you
so
are
used
willing
to
to work.
seeing him with us. The
This team is
experiences we
probably
had
doing
together.
more
But I
running
hope he does really well,
than
other than those 1 or 2 nights we played.
me and my staff. And the same thing happened in Atlanta. And I had a bunch of young guys again that thought that they worked hard.
I think it's making roster management more difficult.
They think that way,
even
but
more strategic.
my level of playing hard is a little bit
And
different.
even still, I think there's going to be a little bit of a crapshoot with that, because there's so much attrition at the end of every season.
But I like the way our guys
So it makes it really hard, when you're
working and doing everything
to know, are we going to have 3 spots, or are we going to have 5?
just gonna keep pushing.
I think now you almost
Until
have to
we
just
able
get,
to get this team.
3 or 4 guys every year that you think fit and are good players, and
Mike,
kind of figure it
of
out.
all the differences between coaching an NBA team and coaching in college, the recruiting, dealing with younger kids, what's the biggest adjustment for you going from having been a head coach in the league to being a college head coach now?
Again, it's just getting guys to buy into my shit. I mean, excuse my language. I mean, there's a lot of things that we're throwing at these guys. Some of these things these guys don't like, because it's hard work behind it. But that's how you win basketball games. And, I was taught that way and had success that way. And I've always coached that way. So I can't change because I have a young team or new guys that are trying to familiarize themselves with Coach Woodson. I mean, I got to be who I am. Again, I'm just trying to get these guys to buy into what we're preaching and pushing them hard each and every day that they step out on that field.
Mike, when did you first catch the coaching bug and understand you wanted to spend your life doing this, and what gave it to you, or who gave it to you?
Well, that's a great question, man. When I retired in '91 from playing, I was very happy and content and just coming back to Bloomington and working alongside Scott May, and we got a real estate company down there doing some things that we've been doing for many, many years. And I got a call from a guy by the name of Cotton Fitzsimmons, who just went in the Hall of Fame 3 weeks ago, that I went down to pay tribute to. And he's no longer with us, but he called me. He was living in Phoenix at the time, and he called and said, "Hey, Woody, why don't you come out and be my assistant in the summer league?" And I told Cotton, man, I didn't want no parts of coaching. And he said, "Hey, Woody, we can play golf every day." So I said, "I'm on my way." And I get there, and the first day of practice, it's a true story. First day of practice, with 30 minutes into practice, and Cotton says, "Hey, Woody, I'll see you later. I'm going to play golf." Well, I'm like, "Well, I'm going too, right?" He says, "No, somebody's got to coach the team." And I knew nothing about coaching. It was one of the most embarrassing times of my life as a coach. And he left me there. And I'm like, shit, I played 11 years in the NBA, and I have no clue in what I'm doing from a coaching standpoint. That's how I got into coaching. When I left practice that day, man, I just had the bug, man, and I started to pursue it. And one thing led to another, and I started coaching 4 or 5 years later.
Anybody else? It's the last 10 minutes we have till November 8th. Go ahead.
Mike, where do you see, are you more concerned about where you are as a team, or where do you see yourself in the Big Ten this year?
Well, again,
Where do you expect to finish in the Big Ten?
Predictions or anything like that. We're going to take it one game at a time. The Big Ten is very competitive. You've got a bunch of great coaches in the Big Ten. And I've watched for years, like Tom Izzo being one. What Juwan did last year was amazing for the Michigan team, but I'm not surprised because he's had great tutelage coming out of the Miami camp with Pat Riley and Spoelstra. I just want our team to be competitive and compete on a night in and night out basis. And I know if they do that, they'll put our team in position to win games. And like I said, we'll take it a game at a time and see where it takes us.
Zach, Jeff, and Bob. How did that practice go? I mean, what do you feel like you learned from maybe a moment like that when you walked out of the
What do you learn from a moment when you're thrown into the deep end about Phoenix?
I don't know how it went. I mean, again, I was new at it. Players probably looked at me and said, "Hell, he don't know what the hell he's doing." Which, I expected. It was kind of an embarrassing moment for me, but again, I had the bug, man, and thanks to Kyle, he's showing me the way. It opened up a lot of doors for me as far as coaching. Put me in position to win an NBA title, and then put me in position to be a head coach.
What can Xavier become?
Because he's had more experience. Rob has kind of been up and down a little bit here in the program. Xavier at least ran pick as a point guard, so he has some experience, and it showed early on when we started practicing. And I thought he earned that right when we made the trip to the Bahamas. But again, Rob was ready. Xavier got in foul trouble in the first game. I threw Rob right in. We never missed a beat. And then Xavier had the great game in the second game. I feel good that we kind of regained the culture that I watched IU the last couple of years from afar.
Have you watched IU from afar?
I've talked to Jared Jeffries. He said it hurt to watch what had happened.
Jared Jeffries says it hurt to watch what happened to a once great program. Does Woodson feel the same way?
Yeah, it's going to be great. You feel hurt, frustration, but again, listen, guys, I'll never badmouth any coach. That's just not my nature. Like I mentioned earlier, coaching is hard, man. It really is. One of the things that's been exciting, this fall, I think Archie did what he thought was best for the team. It just didn't work out. That's a part of coaching. It happens. Yes, do I want to see our program do better? Absolutely. I think anybody that's played in Indiana, has gone to school in Indiana, hey, they love the basketball program. They want to see it do well. And unfortunately, it didn't. So now I'm in that seat, and I got to make sure that we can make a major move. We can get this team back on top. Yeah, that's the only reason why I came back. I want to try to get this team back on top.
Yeah, you mentioned the great job Jawan did. It was phenomenal. But also rare. I mean, a lot of guys who have made the move that you're making now, it hasn't been successful. Have you paid attention at all to that? Maybe studied what some of the coaches did not do, or maybe even just studied what Jawan did to an extent and saw how successful he was.
Well, you look at all of that, you do, from a coaching standpoint. Some coaches have had success, but majority of the coaches that have come out of my league into college have struggled, and vice versa. Guys coming from college to the NBA league have struggled. Again, I can't look at it in that light. I got to believe in what I do as a coach, which I do, and I got to believe that I can get these players to play at a high level and win basketball games. That's the only thing that's on my mind.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks so much.